Hello everybody! I'm Raphael Perry, and once again, back by popular demand, it's time for some more Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Because in all honesty, I love playing Darkest Dungeon, but hey, you know what? Iratus is really popular at the moment. It gets a lot of views, and I don't find it unenjoyable to play. I enjoy playing it. So why not play some more, especially as one of my viewers has asked for some more Iratus episodes, so sure! Now, I do have a rather nasty earache in one ear that's kind of persistent and not going away, so I might not be able to play for too long tonight because I've, got my trusty headphones on because that's what the microphone's attached to. And because it's like 3:45 in the morning, so I'll wake anyone up if I don't have my headphones on. So, let's see, what kind of state are we in? We left it at the end of a fight last time. We have 2 people training and 3 in healing. Got it. Now, where are we looking going forwards? 2 fights before the boss. And it looks like this is the only team I can send into combat without mixing things around a bit, so I will do that. But I also have some levels from the previous session. And some nice higher quality ingredients I can use on minions. Now, 4 points for the Lich. 4 points for the Lich. Right. I could be saving for more damage, and damage does seem to be his forte. However, evasion would be really nice. As would health. The Lich does tend to take a lot of damage. I cannot increase his armor or resistance at all. I can increase his blocks or wards for quite a lot of points. If I save up to one of those, get him a block, that's probably actually not an entirely bad idea. Since he's not going into the next battle, I can hold off and think about this one. None of these upgrades would affect armor resistance, blocks or wards. Our mummy has been mostly using Agile Grasp and hasn't been using his stress skills enough recently. So we could upgrade his attack. Like the Lich, we cannot increase the armor or resistance of the mummy, but we can increase his blocks or wards. Actually, it's max 2, max 3. Okay, that gives me a good point of reference. So now I know that the Lich can upgrade those more than the mummy can. A little extra health might help him, but that's a lot of points, obviously because it's quite high already. Luck and evasion might be good for the mummy as well. I think I will save those points and make a decision later on. As for the ghoul, well, that's a lot of points. So, blocks and wards again, no armor or resistance. Evasion might help her a lot because she does take quite a bit of damage, as would some vigor. 8 points is a fair bit, and it's only 1 more level or 2 more points. Since she's not going into the next fight, I think I will hold off leveling her for now. Who would like some nice green armor or a green weapon? That's already green. That's more than green. That's more than green. So, oh, the zombie could actually have them. Okay, so let's see. We've got 3 green parts on the skeleton, 1 green part on the zombie, 1 on her. I'm looking for... Right, so we can upgrade his armor and his second weapon. What would Eddie do with 4 more points? He would upgrade attack, vigor, armor, or resistance. Probably resistance, although his armor never seems to be enough. So vigor upgrade may be good. If I split these upgrades across multiple minions, with the exception of the minions who are training and healing, the only minions who could benefit from the weapon would be the zombie or Eddie. The zombie can have armor. Okay, let's go like this then. And with a weapon upgrade, oh, accuracy would be really good for the headsman as well. We'll give him that resistance, and we'll save that point, because luck isn't a major need for him just yet. And then for Dreknik, we will give him the armor upgrade. And then if we up... Ooh. So if I upgrade his armor and then go attack next level, or... Yes, because he does take quite a bit of damage. Do I get him some evasion? No, I have a skeleton to boost his survival chances, and he can also use trench loading, which I should use more often, to increase his chances of survival as well. No other high quality components. We do have these. Allies perishing has become a little more frequent of late, but it's not something we like. Boiling blood and something else would be the nasty combination for either the Dark Knight or the Lich to try and solo an encounter with. I'm not sure I should try to solo an encounter yet with either of them, especially not on this difficulty setting. The Mutant Claw, maybe a zombie? Let me see. Well, this lot will be going into this fight and taking damage. Then I'll have a group of minions, probably this group, to go into this fight. It's all about checking if I can get this group healthy for the fight here. Well, I am low on mana. I would need a lot if I wanted to upgrade the statue. I would need 100 Digger's Souls. So I should attempt to not use very many spells this fight. And yes, my zombie is saving it. Oh, goodness! He's got a skill upgrade as well. That is so dumb. Alright. Is it dispelled when she moves? Yes. Okay. I see a buff. The skeleton's going to... The skeleton would normally hit the buff. However... Oh, 8 and 14 and... Right, yeah, she needs protection. But he has no... Ooh. So the skeleton's going to protect the zombie. Then we will... attack with a sword. And our zombie will toughen up. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to move her forwards. I said I don't want to cast very many spells.
Strength through pain.
And go for back. Because that should remove the mark on her, and it does. Now, skeleton, strip some defences. There we go. Oh, not the zombie. I mean, he's a zombie, you know. what can I do here? I'm gonna buff the bride. I'm not doing this for a bonus spell power, I'm doing this just to... I shouldn't necessarily do this because they have a lot of defenses. I should have done this earlier. Here we go. And they're probably not going to buff now because they did all of that last turn. I need 33 more Roths, so that's not going to happen. I should just shoot through some defenses. Again, rendering them more vulnerable to future attacks. Hopefully. Alright, does she need more protection at the moment? I think there's only 2 people who are likely to hit her. He is all powered up, so we need to be getting through... Yeah, we're not going to. He's going to unleash his big hammer attack, and it will be horrible. Unless... Okay, no, we can do this. Maybe. And then I need you to get rid of his stuns. There we go, his hammer has cooled down again. And now the big shots are coming in. So at this point we want to be concerned about the musketeer. However... I'm going to use trench loading instead of buckshot, because his attack at this rank will be the sparkly grenade that doesn't really target anyone that much. And then... Oh, okay. If I barge forwards with the shield, it'll put me in front, put the zombie back in third, and then I'm going to do this. It won't do anything very effective apart from repositioning cheaply for me. So the reason I've rushed the zombie forwards is that the Daft Invader can use We Are Nothing to rush to the front. The zombie will be in third place and he can use his mortar to strip away at blocks. I don't see any stances that need to be broken. Right, I'll just go for getting rid of a block on one of you. The musketeer is a reason. Look, he's got a very high damage output, single target damage output, and we just get to shoot hammerer instead. Oh joy. Well then. They have blocks, this isn't going to do much, but it does rearrange the line. Uh-oh. And the line has been rearranged once more. How unfortunate. So we'll go with trench loading. That might not have been the optimal choice. We will charge forwards again to get our skeleton back up at the front. That is a problem because it will cost me 3 mana to fix it. Oh, he wants to run away. I don't think we can really stop him. Oh, that is bad. He needs more accuracy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Starting to get a little bit annoying now. Right, well, we'll just strip some defences. Because the zombie can work up front as well as at the back, and we will just go for high damage, because why not?
Kill, my darling, kill!
Ignores armour and block. You have armour and block. He did not have a block ready, and that was so lucky. I'm not sure where she got a block from, but I might not be able to get her another one anytime soon. going to be tricky to get rid of the... Oh, don't... Unless we do this. Oh, right in the block. That was a gamble, but it allows us to do this, actually. And clear the musketeer's mark. Right, yeah, look, you don't really have any armor, so take some damage. Man, he is persistent, isn't he? 15, it's not quite enough, but hey, I've got a sword, I'll try it. Got a sword, got a kill. Right, I will try Abyssal Bombardment, because maybe I'll get to either kill one of them or just get a lot of damage on them next turn, and oh great, now she wants to run away. Yeah, she needs to be dealt with quickly. Let's try shooting her. Well, he's got a lot of armor on, he got him away. Let's try killing him with a sword. Again, he got him away. That did it. Well done, zombie. Congratulations.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
We did not get a lot of good body parts from that fight. In fact, we didn't really get anything worthwhile. Right. Not enough Digger's Souls for an upgrade. Zombie, you are well overdue a skill upgrade you should have had before that fight. I used Buckshot quite a few times. So let's see. I can go for hits everyone, or hits 3 people and ignores armor. With hitting 3 people, I can hit the front 3 or the back 3, which basically means as long as the front or back person isn't that important, I can hit everyone that matters. This will also give him a point of resistance, of which he has plenty already. But he can have quite a lot of resistance, and if we build on that strength, that will be good. Alternatively, a point of attack, we can build on his attack quite a bit as well. Okay, we will go for Whistling Buckshot.
I expect results.
And these remaining points, 3 points, I could go for the attack or I could go for the resistance. Actually, knowing the boss fight that's coming up ahead, I will go for the resistance. Elsinore has some points, 3 points. I don't think she uses... No, she does actually use Get Away From Him for stance breaking, so increasing her stress damage wouldn't be an entirely bad idea. That being said, I would rather increase her vigor or evasion. I think she gets to sit the next fight out. Oh, but let us restore our minions to their rightful positions. I lost a very nice bone golem, and that's very disappointing. I have not been able to replace it yet. It would be nice to get another bone golem, but... Right, so... A bone golem would be nice for this party because the ghoul leaps about moving forwards and back, so having a bone golem with his ability to move forwards is a nice idea. However, we do have a level 11 brain, so it might be worth it. I'll think about it, okay? We have level. Our Unfrozen. Well, I do like using Ice Lance, but... Yeah, and Purging Blizzard, but other things would be good. Okay, so... Shattering Cold. Destroy target trap on the player's side. Cannot... So he can't use it on himself, but he... What else can it do? Buffs any minion that was in a trap, increasing its type by 40% and luck by 20%. That's pretty good. Or the enemy who was placed in a trap will lose it. Oh, so I can deal damage to the enemy who placed the trap, or I can buff my own people. Alright, and that would be accuracy, that would be attack and dread. Which of these is going to be causing stress, if anything? Because I'm not sure that improving dread for this minion will actually do anything particularly useful. So... So Protective Cold is looking very tempting. Now, Cold Embrace freezes a target minion for 2 turns. While frozen, the minion recovers 18 vigor, I believe, on their turn. Taking damage removes the freeze and completely negates the damage. So this is a small heal, but it puts my, freezes my minion. I can make it a bigger heal, which will give him some extra vigor, or freezes minion for 3 turns. 24 for 2, or 18 for 3, which should be 36, 40, 52, as opposed to 48. The difference here, of course, is that they can get knocked out of it quite easily if they get hit, so that'll break it. It's a shame this... I can't remember, but I think freezing a minion also puts them out if they're on fire. We also have Ice Wave, which is a magical attack. Deals 40% damage to front 2 positions. Target loses 2 initiative for 2 turns. So, Avalanche will deal... Again, improving his attack and dread, and I'm not sure he uses dread for anything at all.
Potential of necromancy.
So, Avalanche will deal more damage. Ice River, on the other hand, hits 3 targets. I see it, okay. I'm not sure I need it to hit 3 targets that often. Hitting 2 targets is quite good. The initiative boost would be nice, but I know they want me to pump his initiative up anyway, a lot. I think I'd like to go for Protective Cold.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
And maybe some evasion to help keep him alive. If not, what am I saving these points for? Attack? Possibly. Probably armor and resistance. If we get him a little bit of evasion, that'd be nice. Yeah. And we have this lass. We've already upgraded to Aim for the Heart and Exploit Anger. Now for me, I would definitely choose Exploit Anger over Infuriating Taunts, and Aim for the Heart over Aim for the Soul. However, what I want to do now, the trap is not the best skill. I mean, it traps an enemy, stops them from moving, and if the enemies get rearranged a bit, it can do a bit of damage. It's a trap, you know. Durable trap lasts longer, okay, and magical trap loses all initiative. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That could be really good. And it gives her evasion. I will take that.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Oh, do I, don't I, The accuracy would be nice, but there are so many nice, tasty 4-point things. I will look at the next fight. We also have a level on our shade. Right, Trick of the Eye is nice. Gloom Claws is nice. Black Light is nice. So, Trick of the Eye. Buff the shade and target... Sorry, buff. The shade and target swap positions and gain plus 30 evasion for one action. Does not trigger movement-based abilities. This is really nice. I should look at this. The shade restores 25% of its attacks as vigor, mana... Okay, so attacks for the shade would be good at... Oh, okay, so Gloom Claws deals damage based on the amount of sanity damage that we have inflicted to the target, the amount of stress that we have caused. We can give him a point of armor, 100% of the sanity damage, so doesn't miss, ignores wards, so that ramps up the damage significantly. 80, so 40, wait, yep, okay. Doesn't miss, ignores, target loses all wards. This would be good against targets who are generating wards repeatedly. That'll give us resistance. This will give us armor. Now, looking at this, each of these has been upgraded twice, and he now has more resistance than armor, based on me choosing Pain Mirror. So I will go the armor side this time, because not all enemies with wards generate more wards. In fact, quite a few of them don't.
Get back to battle.
And with 2 points, it'll be really nice to upgrade these, but also, you know what, initiative would actually be quite good for the shade, but I think I should... evasion is also quite good. I'll wait till I've seen what the next fight has to hold. And Eddie the Edsman, he's got 1 point. He might as well save it. I mean, luck would be nice, but improving his accuracy would be really good. Okay, so we have an ancient coffin. Let's go open it and see what we can find. We lost this when we lost our bone golem. It was really nice. I'd like to have that back again. Spider mandibles for her. They only really work on the venom. Armored plates, really good for everything. I will take Jester's Visage.
Toss it with the rest.
And this fight now, a golden... He's not the trader, is he? No, he's got the pipe, yeah. Okay, so where... Alright. Alright. That's a fair few blocks and wards and buffers at the back who need dealing with. I kind of want to... This group... The headsman suffers... the headsman and the Black Widow both have a lot of random target attacks. We need to be able to target specific positions here. So one of these parties... This party... I lost a very good lost soul, and I don't want to do that again in a hurry. And the hammerer can do nasty things with his hammer. I think I should build that replacement bone golem. Grey components.
Aha! This is what a necromancer's war machine looks like.
So, a level 11... I had a brain. Where's it gone? Right, 2 brains. There we go. Yes, The Man with 2 Brains is a film. I've only seen the end of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. Right. Things that will help him survive. Armor. Resistance. Vigor. Get him a bit of attack. That would be nice. Let's upgrade armor. Resistance. And actually, get him a block as well. Wait. Let's get him a ward. Much better idea. Now, skill upgrades. Just checking. I am hoping that the has a 50% chance to resurrect after the battle ends only applies to I'll be back and doesn't apply to all his skills. If it applies to all his skills, that would be extremely ridiculous and not make a lot of sense. Right. So, Nefarious Engine, we can get him more health back, or remove all debuffs from the golem. Some enemies do debuff quite a bit, but he's in a party with a mummy, and the mummy can remove debuffs anyway.
Serve me well, my minion.
So I can upgrade Destroy to deal more, deals 1 additional point of damage for every 6 points of vigor the minion is missing, as opposed to every 8. So once he's damaged, this will do more damage. This will also give him more vigor, meaning that he can stick around longer and use this more often. Whereas that's every 8 points, 80... this moves him forwards and pulls the target towards him. So this is a moving attack. This is a damage attack. That makes this more interesting, and something I should probably put off making a decision on for a little while now. Also, there's something I will bring up in a little while after I've finished leveling this minion. So, for every 10 vigor of the bone golem. So these are also based on what the bone golem is missing. So that is good. They've tidied up the descriptions here. So this debuffs their attack every 8, every 10. So this is a bigger debuff. And this interrupts stances. They both interrupt stances. 100. So, more damage, bigger debuff. I feel that reducing enemy attack values will be good. And the damage... the ghoul will do a lot of damage, the lich will do a lot of damage. So yes, I will go for that one.
I expect results.
And looking at this, we could really do some more luck and evasion. We can't do evasion, which means that evasion on upgrades is really good, and there is no evasion on upgrades. Right, no evasion for Bone Golem. Understood. Ooh. 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 Glad I didn't choose for Spider-Man balls, I have them already. It's very tempting to give him a mutant claw. I mean, look at these claws, Very tempting. Right, so. More damage. I've just avoided more damage here. So this, for the push and pull, for pulling himself forwards and pushing it. Also, being able to use it from all the way at the back makes it a very interesting skill, makes it much more mobile. And the ghoul does keep jumping about and getting in the way. However, we do have Abyssal Engine to move forwards as well. 1 block, 1 ward. 2 blocks. I kind of want to go for 1 block, 1 ward, actually. Because we don't have anything in this party that will provide wards otherwise. So let's do that.
I expect results.
And then for these last 2 points, we can go with attack. What am I saving them for otherwise? It would be nice to get him a block as well as a ward. But sure, a bit of attack or vigor. Vigor is quite important for Bone Golem, but yeah. But upgrading attack will be useful. Now, is sending this team in here wise? The Hammerer and the Trader could do quite a bit of damage to the Mummy. Oh, but no, we have Bone Golem. Right. I'm needing to be... I might use the Power Fist once in this fight. However, we have healing to do. And we have training to do. Who needs to train? I think the Black Widow, actually. Because this squad hasn't seen some action in quite a while. It would be nice to... No, I'll go for Lost Soul. Just get a few more points there. And is this worth it for the spell power? I think we really need the higher quality parts.
Fetchy.
So I'm going to stick with the Vagrant's Rags for now. Do I want to use one of these? I don't want to use... A Gambling Chip, it's common parts. It's only common parts? Oh, that's bad. Okay, so no, I'm not going to use either of those. In fact, if it's only common parts... 100 experience? Not even worth that at the moment. Right. We have spell power from this, so we were stacking a lot of spell power. All minions gain +1 ward. I think that's probably a good choice. Especially if I'm...
embellishes my undead features, no?
If I'm working on replenishing my mana supplies. So yes, let's do that. Oh, the thing I wanted to talk about, by the way. Transmutation chances were apparently not displaying correctly, or not being correctly calculated. I still don't like the odds too much. Actually, 18.4 is not too bad. I don't know why it shows them from those 3 squares. But 63% chance of a grey is still not good. I'm going to hold off on transmutation for a while. Also, because this is a older save, it has a possibility that it might not have been updated when the game got patched. So, I don't know. Right, let's go fight. And try not to lose any minions. Okay, so as I predicted, a reasonable amount of wards. They don't have any really good stuff up yet. Let's just make him more powerful for a bit. And there's those wards paying dividends. Alright, we've taken our first damage of the fight, that's so alright. And we have lots of blocks and wards to chew through. And we're going to use a nice cheap spell.
Impale this wretch.
And a simple attack to get rid of a block. These two at the back, I believe, can generate blocks and wards, so that's not... Oh. I'm glad I have that ward left. Let's actually start getting rid of wards. And he missed them both. Tragic. Oh, that's a problem. I don't... No, we do have a way of interrupting stances, and it's called Mutilate. Got it. And Mutilate needs to be in the exact front position, which means the ghoul is in a very bad place. Right, let's power up the Lich. And is this the all hits are critical? No, damage is doubled. Okay. Oh, well, that's a problem, isn't it? Let us power him up even further. And then we have a stance to break. Nice. I mean, it wasn't a massive amount of damage or anything, but it was good. Okay, we do need to be getting rid of wards. And stress damage is always healthy for us. Well, okay, that's a problem. Where is he in the initiative window? He's all the way back here. Meaning, the mummy goes after the... Oh, okay, that's a problem. Right. The mummy goes after the bone golem and the ghoul... Okay, start it. I mean... We just don't have any other stance breakers. Alright, here we go. I mean, she'll be fine, but... We're making a... Oh, that's a lot of damage! Uh-oh. That is a lot of damage, because it's... Oh, he is dead.
More will come.
Well, that's pissed me off. What a waste of a perfectly good level 11 brain. I kind of want to run away from this fight now. That was rubbish. Right. Well, I will show my frustration.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Yep, that hurts a lot. And I realised that not extinguishing the flames was a potentially large mistake. And one that I will hopefully correct rather soon. Any position. Good. But it doesn't move him backwards anymore. Right. Target has less than 50% vigor? Absolutely. I may still be able to turn this round a little bit.
I suppose I can craft a few hundred more.
And I spoke too soon.
It will take more than death to stop my legions.
Alright, that is unacceptable losses. This is happening too often now. I'm going to have to give him one of those trinkets that makes nasty things happen. Maybe this skeleton will actually get a turn. That would be foolish. Okay, we have many defenses to work through and many skeletons to summon. This could take a while. At least my ear's feeling a bit better, so that's good. Right. Oh, 65? Oh well, we'll just have to do this then. Or, actually... Look, it moved him forwards, okay? It moved him forwards, that's the main thing. Right. Oh mate, you missed with everything? That was really bad. Okay, we'll summon another skeleton. And keep hitting. I realise there I targeted the wrong dwarf. I shall endeavour to correct that in the not too distant future. However, much more importantly, we're going to sacrifice a skeleton. For personal gain and profit.
break their bones.
Alright. Hopefully we're getting into a somewhat productive loop now. But that mark is bad news. Let's have another skeleton. Oh, now she wants to run away. What will it cost? More than we have, we can't make a vampire. Okay, we're not going to kill her with that, so we are going to end up losing out on precious body parts, and that was rubbish. So another low yield encounter with really heavy losses. Okay, how can I tweak this? I know. I have an amusing idea. It's less than ideal.
How utterly annoying.
So, I'm thinking I replace the ghoul with a blood phantasm, as I did say I was wanting to use that minion. I believe I also need the mummy to put out all the flames, and I would have to make yet another bone golem. But that might be worthwhile. Oh, these skeletons keep missing. Oh, come on! He's going to run away and I get nothing now. Right, can I... No, I can't get a stun. Okay. Because he's in front and I was looking at the wrong skeleton. See, I'm angry. It's late at night. I'm angry. I'm missing out. I should have just... Right. So, I should obviously sacrifice a skeleton for the healing.
Might want to make them a bit sturdier next time.
At least I got these back. It's small consolation, I know. Very small. I am not happy about that one little bit. Alright. Well, what's done is done. There's no use crying over spilt milk, but I can grumble about it. Right. I want that blood phantasm. So, all grey components.
We are much alike, you and I. Revenge is what drives us.
Now, importantly, which skills? Transfusion can be used in rank 2, that's important. Chains of Anger, more a rank 3 thing. Okay, well, I'll leave them there and try. I do want a replacement mummy. Oh, this is just going to be really horrible. And we should use some good quality components. Alright, there we go. And a bone. And a skull. It wouldn't autofill because I'd already put a green component in. And with the bone golem, likewise, good stuff. There we go. Right. You are all greys. And that is not dust. That is ectoplasm. Who, I wonder, like a banshee, uses ectoplasm? Well, the Black Widow, actually. Right. So that could get her a hefty upgrade. Now, I know the Daft Invader uses it, but he's got his already. The Lost Soul uses quite a lot. And is nearly leveled, so that would get me 4 points, so I could increase Vigor again. Or start... Sure. This may be foolish, but there we go. Right, brains. 9, 9, 10. Okay. Well, clearly... fine. Do it this way. Clearly the bone golem needs protecting a lot. So, I'm going to rather foolishly go a ward, a block, and a point of armor. Then, since these should have worked out oh so well before, Abyssal Engine,
Prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Mutilate, yep, and then Bone Ward. Yes, because the wards will also protect against the Lich. Right. So, Blood Phantasm, I almost want to put off leveling this one till after the next fight. The Blood Phantasm would work really nicely with the Lost Soul. In fact, swap the Unfrozen for Mummy. Okay, so I'm going to level the Mummy first. Alright. 120, 20 for 2. 120, 10 for whole. Right, 10 for the whole battle is better unless we have a Lost Soul stripping buffs and debuffs away.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
8 vigor, 10 vigor, 4 vigor for each... Wait. For each buff removed. Removes all buffs from enemies? Theoretically, with the Lost Soul buffing enemies, that could be good. But I'll go for this one.
Get back to battle.
And then I'll actually upgrade Hex Beam. It deals reasonably low damage, more if the mummy has a debuff. Getting the mummy to have debuffs is hard, unless enemies do it. So... more damage on the debuffs. Yep. More base damage. I'll go for that then. And... yeah, 1 block, 1 ward. And then... a bit of dread. A bit of attack. And with those last 2 remaining points, let's actually get him some vigor. And then next level I can look into upgrading things like initiative, accuracy, and luck and evasion. Alright, so, for Blood Phantasm. Transfusion is a core skill of the Blood Phantasm. Okay? When receiving direct damage, so that's like direct targeted damage, so random attacks, like when the zombie does his bombardment, you know, attacks that target random positions don't affect this. Area of effect attacks do seem to trigger this. So, when receiving direct damage, restore vigor to all allies equal to 40% of the Phantasm's attack, which means upgrading his attack is a good thing. When receiving direct damage restored. So this restores the same amount of healing, although it would improve his attack and dread. So that would actually increase it slightly. The allies would gain +1 attack and dread until the battle ends, so every time he takes damage, he heals all the allies and protects and increases their combat capability. Whereas this one, when receiving direct damage, restore vigor to all allies equal to 50% of the Phantasm's attack. So this one is more healing, this one is less healing and a boost. And there's not a big difference between it's just 2 points, right? I would like to take this.
Serve me well, my minion.
Most importantly, the direct damage dealt by the follow-up to a healing skill from the Lost Soul absolutely triggers Transfusion, Rage Injection, and Grand Transfusion. So having both of those in the party, you can set up a nice healing loop. But it's even nicer if you can get him some more wards and protect him a bit. Can we get him wards? We cannot get him blocks and wards. He is very vulnerable. We can get him vigor and armor and attack. Upgrading his attack, remember, will upgrade his rage injection. Now, Impale moves him forwards 1 space, targets for front 2, deals 80%. I can make it deal 100% on Impaling Charge, or a critical hit will deal 225% damage. None of these upgrades improve his luck. We can upgrade his luck, however, do we have the spell? We do not have Fate yet, which makes the next minion target minion's next attack deals critical damage. So we could cast Fate on the Blood Phantasm and then go forwards and deal massive damage with Savage Impale. I am liking that idea, plus it gives him armor. We cannot, however, improve his initiative, and this option gives him initiative. None of the other options give him none of the other upgrades give initiative, so his initiative would permanently be quite low. I think I will go for this. If he's never going to have initiative above 4, there's not much point trying to improve it.
I expect results.
Now, Phantasmal Assault is used from the first 2 ranks. It's a physical attack, meaning blocks and armor mess it up, and to be fair, armor is more common than resistance among our enemies on the probably first 3 dungeon levels, to be honest. Blood Phantasm receives 6 vigor with each successful attack, meaning accuracy is a good thing. This upgrade would give him accuracy and deal the same damage. He would get more healing from it. This one would give him resistance, would deal more damage, but would not improve the healing gained. Unless we put him with a Lost Soul, he is vulnerable to damage, so actually the extra healing is a good thing. I will go for that. The resistance is also good. We can, however, pay points to improve his resistance. Alright, so with 6 points left, if I go resistance, vigor, and evasion, we can put a lot in evasion actually, and luck for him. Let's do that. Alright, and our Lich here is sitting on 4 points. The accuracy would be good. The attack would be good. The block would be really good, actually. The block would be insanely good. Especially as none of these can give blocks. Okay. So we're looking at the boss fight. Let us advance towards it. I will give Iratus... Wait. Minion experience is a good thing, especially as they're going into a boss fight. Iratus experience is also good, but Iratus is near to leveling anyway. I will take the minion experience because I'm playing on a higher difficulty setting and my minions have been failing me rather a lot recently. Now, I don't have very many minions needing healing, Who could do with training? Well, these three have just been freshly created and need to be leveling. The mummy is reasonably okay, so I'll go with those two leveling this time. And I was wrong. No, it's a boss fight. Iratus generally gets a level from a boss fight anyway. I'm going to use the Cursed Grimoire in this boss fight. This will cause Iratus to...
my undead features.
This will cause Iratus to gain 30 Wrath per round. We may very well need it. We have levels. We have points. We have 5 points. What can she have 5 points? Luck. Or she can save it for attack or reward. Both of those would be really good for her. I will save that. Braxtor is leveled up again, that's really good. Oh, I would like to upgrade Astounding Fortitude. It's a very nice skill. I don't use it often enough because he's normally back here, allowing Dreknik to use his magic attacks. Okay, so Astounding Fortitude, we could change it to be more armor and resistance, or the same amount of armor and resistance, but he deals stress damage back to the attacker every time they hit him. This would improve his dread, this would improve his vigor. He is susceptible to being beaten down quite a bit, but he does have the blood diamond. I'm fairly aware that in the upcoming boss fight there's going to be virtually no point dealing stress damage to the enemies. But on future levels there will be significant... there's a lot of... yes, stress damage will be very good in the last 1 or 2 dungeon levels, if he makes it up there.
I expect results.
And with 6 points, I can do quite a lot. Oh. So I'm halfway to these. The vigor would be really good, though. I've only upgraded his attack once. And his accuracy once. I should... yeah. Attack and evasion. Dreknik with 5 points. I will boost his attack because I know what's going on here. And the Daft Invader with 4 points. Well, since he practically thrives on his armor and resistance, I should be looking to boost those. However, it would also be nice to boost his base attack at some point, his accuracy. Dread, I should probably... he is doing a bit more dread damage now, but I will go for more... No, I'll go for resistance, because that's starting to become an issue now. There are more magic-using enemies at this point. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. I'll do this one before finishing the episode. Yeah, it'll be a long episode. But hey, hopefully an enjoyable one, right? Oh, they changed his art, I think. Oh, nice. One of the chief sponsors of the mining complex beneath the human castle, he thus bears a great deal of responsibility for freeing Iratus from his eternal prison. Not that anyone would dare remind him of this fact, since his keen mind has been deemed invaluable by the Alchemists' Guild. After all, few can actually calculate the precise amount of explosive power needed to clear a tunnel without causing a cave-in. But now that he is personally forced to try and salvage this venture, he has turned his great intellect to far more warlike pursuits. So this is the crazy dwarven inventor. He's actually a very tall dwarf. So the inventor is an interesting boss fight. Basically, he's immune to damage. Unless we maybe had a vampire to strip him of all armor and resistance. But yes, he has 999 armor and 999 resistance. He also has support pylons. He has the defensive pylon, the offensive pylon, and the supportive pylon. Every time one of these is destroyed, he takes something like 100, 200 damage or 100 or 150 damage or something. He takes a lot of damage. All right. He doesn't escape. Right. Pylon doesn't escape. The Pylon is immune to all buffs and debuffs, immune to stress attacks and ignition. He'll lose 100 vigor each time we destroy a Pylon. So, the supportive Pylon gives him buffs and makes him more powerful for his attacks. The offensive Pylon either gives him offensive buffs or actually attacks us directly. The defensive Pylon, again, boosts his defenses somehow. I can't remember. I think it might give him blocks and wards. I will power up the Dark Knight. And then I shall endeavour to take out the offensive Pylon. Because if it's still around, it will do nasty things to us. So, death comes for everyone. An ironic name for a single target attack. Oh, I don't think we're going to get it. It's a gamble. It's a real gamble. Here we go. Oh, so close. And he's going to fix it. Yes, one of his skills is to mend a Pylon. So the offensive Pylon attacked us directly, and the supportive Pylon's stunned. So he's got a heal there. Let us just attack outright then. And the goal here is to smash down the Pylons as quickly as we can. So actually, Whistling Buckshot might be... She's lost her turn. I should go for this.
One less annoyance in the world.
And there he's lost 100 vigor. Oh man, stunned again, that is rough. Alright, alright. So, in this case, if we had the zombie back in rank 3 or 4, he would be he'd come down to using bombardment, which would be hitting random pylons when we need to be able to concentrate damage. This is rather bad for us, and basically we'd be in the same position if we had brought the headsman with us. We do need to pile on the attack and damage. I see a block that needs to be removed. We'll just damage all round then. We're clearly in a scattershot situation at the moment. That was good. Yep, that is nasty, but not too nasty, okay? He is getting powered up though, and we can't have that too much longer, and uh-oh. Yeah, that's a problem. So, if our skeleton was nearer the front, he could use Sudden Strike, which does a lot more damage, but we need our zombie to be able to use targeted attacks. Meaning our skeleton should probably be playing a more supportive role at the moment. Let's get a big attack in while we can.
Your new existence.
And try and finish this one off. Nice. I mean, maybe it's not quite nice enough, but it's a start. Right. They don't catch fire, so I'm going to go for a straight shot. Going for the damage here. And he has given himself another defensive pylon, and he's fixing that one up to full, which is bad news for us, and it's going to attack someone. That's okay, it could have been a lot worse. Alright, 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 alright. So our skeleton will risk powering up her defenses there. I'll go for the straight hit, and that is enough for the zombie to finish it off.
Being born was your first mistake. Opposing me? Your last.
So something I've wanted to talk about, actually, is the way that this game encourages you to just spam the same skill every time when it's your turn. That is a massive problem. Right. Essentially, whatever position you are in, the skills are arranged in such a way that the first highlighted skill that will be selected by default is probably the best one that you should be using. Right. I wanna... No. Okay.
Know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
So that's managed to net us a kill, and then we should try and take out one of these others. Quickly too, because we can't get her wards, and she is racking up the... I mean, we're going to lose her at this rate. Unless we can protect her somehow. We can't really do that. Oh, this is painfully bad. Right. We do get 3 turns before his next turn, so we could destroy one of these.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
And then we probably lose the bride and get annoyed. But we try. If we lose the bride now, which we don't because he chose not to... Uh-oh. He's made more pylons for me. How lovely! Now, he might not be able to attack if there is no offensive pylon. Which means I should absolutely lay into it. With all I've got.
Maybe I'll craft this one into furniture.
So that's good news for me. And I will cannonball this one. Because that seriously messes it up. That, however, does position our zombie badly. And there's an attack pylon up as well. Oh no! That attack pylon was really bad news for us. As was that stun. Okay. This can target the 3rd position. But more importantly, this can target the 3rd position. Is it worth it? No, not just to get rid of one ward. I'm looking at things I can do here that will mess things up. Right. So if I use Chain Lightning...
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah, pathetic.
Then... I have to go for the offensive pylon. I really... Wait. Oh, okay, this is interesting. It's 12, it's not 24. I could almost get the kill here. So, I'm thinking with my zombie, I can cannonball into this if it survives. Oh, 22, 33 to 30. This should wreck this completely.
Ashes to ashes, dust.
Yes.
to dust.
So now... See, that's bad. So I'm just going to tank up and hope that he doesn't get an attack. Alright, he's built another support pylon and a defense pylon. Okay. Oh no!
Congratulations, you entertained me.
Right. That's pissed me off. But I don't even get a brain out of this. Okay. Which means that was dumb. That was really dumb. But hey, I can go like this. So not quite as dumb as it seemed. We can actually finish him. and mourn our departed, lost, useless arrow girl.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Oh, that's a lot of humanarium tokens. Okay. That's nice. The armor plates. Mana source. A level 15 brain. And we lost so many good ingredients. I mean, she was made of good stuff, you know? And she needs to be replaced, sadly. Oh, what a pain in the backside. I'll give her a level 14 brain, not the 15, because she'll be around the same level as her allies and can train up. Damage dealt to elite allies, yes. Oh, this is annoying. Right. We get her the evasion from Careful Watch.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
Oh. So we take Heart Piercer. We take... I will stick with... Or do I go Adore Him this time? I mean, it's bigger numbers, right? But the extra thing, the extra spell power... I mean, I'm not necessarily casting spells quite that often yet. So we will go with Adore Him. And for this, interrupts stances, ignores wards. Perfect. Right. She's getting a block, getting a ward. She needs them. End of conversation. Right. Vigor? Yes. Attack? Yes. Accuracy? Yes. Evasion? Yes. We can work on luck later on. Oh, that was really brutal. Right. Braxtor has leveled. 2 points, which I might as well save for now. No. No. We have Unnerving Fortitude, where he will deal stress damage to people who attack him when he's in a high defensive stance. I should start building up his dread. And then the Daft Invader, 2 points. 6 points of accuracy is good. And then I can sit on that last point and put it towards upgrading attack, or... His attack is probably a bit on the low side by now, actually, yes. And then for talents, I should absolutely choose Fate.
Spells, hexes, curses, all are at my command.
Right. These two get to come out, they haven't leveled yet. And we get to go on to the next dungeon level. As the dwarfs fell before the onslaught of the walking dead, news of the crisis started to spread far and wide. The human kingdom was rich and willing to pay gold uncountable to whomever could manage to bring them the head of the newly awakened necromancer. They would all gather here in these barracks, cunning rogues and learned mages, knights and elven rangers, all following the siren call of coin. They knew not of the true scope or danger that awaited them. They knew not of the true scope of the danger that awaited them. In the end, they were just lambs gathering before the butcher. Yes, that should be the true scope of the danger that awaited them, but then the gathering would go down. There's a bit awkward gap in that lineup. Then again, the developers are Russian, so there might have been a little bit of a translation issue. Who knows? So we've made it up to another level. The Lost Soul really wants me to know that she's got points to spend. Well, give her some dread. And initiative, why not? There we go. Right. So this next level is assorted heroes and warriors. I see 2 cultists. I see 3 cultists. And an elite squad. Okay. That would be a very good run through the... Oh, yeah. Actually. Just checking now. It is... It's coming down this way. Yep. It may be impossible to complete this level without facing an elite squad. Come along this side, and then any of the... Not that way, so this way. Okay, so this way, it is possible, but we would get 2 cultists, 1 Digger's Souls, and there were much nicer groups of cultists, 3 groups of cultists. Whereas going this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 groups of cultists. That's really nice for this level. Okay, I think though... Whoa! I think I'm going to go to the graveyard. I bet you all knew what I was going to say. You knew it in your heart of hearts. But hey, I could be doing an upgrade here. And I am using a lot more magic at the moment. So let us put the Lich in there. And the Bone Golem. Create a new Lich.
Might I use this one sparingly if I care for my minions?
And we will put him to work drawing power from the monolith for Iratus to use for his spells. At which point we'll pull this Lich out of there and put the Blood Phantasm in instead. Good. Fight up ahead is a swordsman and 2 crossbowmen. Right, that'll be interesting, and that will have to wait till the next episode. I hope you have all enjoyed this one, and even though we lost 3 bloody minions and it really hurt and we almost lost an entire party, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one, where hopefully there will be a lot less minion losses. I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and cheerio, guys!